notion that science is satanic and deceiving faithful Christians is a perspective that has been debated by some individuals within the Christian community. This viewpoint stems from the idea that scientific theories and discoveries, particularly those related to evolution and cosmology, contradict the biblical account of creation and the nature of the universe. Proponents of this view argue that science is a tool of Satan, designed to lead people away from the truth of the Bible and towards a secular, humanistic worldview. One of the primary concerns of those who believe that science is satanic is the concept of evolution. The theory of evolution, which suggests that all living organisms share a common ancestry and have developed over time through the process of natural selection, is seen as a direct challenge to the biblical account of creation. The book of Genesis describes God creating the world and all living things in 6 days, with humans being created in the image of God. In contrast, evolutionary theory proposes that humans evolved from a common ancestor with other primates, a notion that some Christians see as a denial of God's role in creation. Another area of contention is the scientific understanding of the universe's origins. The Big Bang theory, which suggests that the universe began as a singularity and expanded rapidly around 13.8 billion years ago, is at odds with the biblical account of creation. Some Christians argue that the Big Bang theory is an attempt to explain the origins of the universe without acknowledging the role of God. Furthermore, the concept of an old Earth, which is supported by a wide range of scientific evidence, is seen as a challenge to the biblical account of creation, which suggests that the Earth is only around 6,000 years old. However, it is essential to recognize that the relationship between science and Christianity is more complex than a simple dichotomy between faith and reason. Many scientists are also Christians, and they see no conflict between their faith and their scientific pursuits. In fact, some of the most influential scientists in history, such as Isaac Newton and Galileo Galilei, were devout Christians who saw their scientific work as a way of understanding God's creation. Moreover, the Bible is not a scientific textbook, and it does not provide a comprehensive account of the natural world. The biblical account of creation is a theological and philosophical narrative rather than a scientific one. It is meant to convey spiritual truths about the nature of God and humanity, rather than provide a detailed explanation of a physical world. As such, it is possible to accept the scientific account of the world while still maintaining a deep faith in God. In conclusion, while some Christians may view science as satanic and deceitful, this perspective is not necessarily supported by the evidence. Science and Christianity are not mutually exclusive, and many Christians see their faith and scientific pursuits as complementary. The biblical account of creation is a theological narrative, rather than a scientific one, and it is possible to accept the scientific account of the world while still maintaining a deep faith in God. Ultimately, the relationship between science and Christianity is complex and multifaceted, and it requires a nuanced and thoughtful approach to fully understand. By recognizing the limitations and strengths of both science and faith, we can work towards a more comprehensive understanding of the world and our place within it.